Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking into something pretty interesting and maybe a little unexpected. We're going to be taking a look at what the ancient Stoics thought about dreams.
Oh, yeah.
So, um, before you think, oh, that's kind of boring, I think you'll find it anything but.
Right.
And we're going to be exploring how some of these ancient ideas about dreams might actually be very relevant to your life today.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if you've been having some particularly vivid dreams lately. Or maybe you're just fascinated by, how this ancient wisdom can still apply in a modern context.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that because the Stoics really didn't just see dreams as some kind of random slideshow that's happening in your head while you're sleeping.
Right.
They saw them as a potential tool for growth, for personal growth, and even as a way to understand the universe a little bit better.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. So where do we even begin with this? What kind of source material do we have for this deep dive?
Well, we've got a pretty interesting mix. We've got excerpts from ancient Stoic texts. We've got modern interpretations of Stoicism. And we've even got a few personal anecdotes from people who are practicing Stoicism today.
Wow.
And all of this combined really paints a pretty compelling picture of how the Stoics viewed dreams.
Okay, awesome. So are there any key takeaways or key themes that we should be looking out for as we go through this material?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there are two major themes that really emerge. First, the Stoics believed that your dreams could actually reveal your progress in becoming a better, a wiser person.
Really?
And it wasn't about having only good dreams or anything like that, but it was really about how you reacted to whatever showed up in your dreams.
Okay, so even if you have a nightmare, that could be a good thing.
Potentially, yeah. It all comes down to virtue.
Right.
Remember, the Stoics were all about living a virtuous life guided by reason, and they believed that this applied even in the dream world.
Okay, so if I'm in a dream and I react with, say, fear or anger, that could be a sign that that's something I need to work on in my waking life.
Exactly. Zeno of Citium, one of the founders of Stoicism, actually said, and I'm quoting here from Stoicorum Fram, "The dreams make it possible for us to realize our progress. If in our sleep we neither enjoy nor desire, nor do shameful, outrageous, or unjust things, then the imagination and the affectivity are bathed in reason and shine."
Bathed in reason and shine. That's a pretty powerful image.
It is.
So it's about staying composed even when your subconscious is throwing all this crazy stuff at you.
Yeah, precisely. It's almost like a test of your virtue happening while you sleep.
Right. So did other Stoics share Zeno's view on this?
Yeah, absolutely. Seneca, another very famous Stoic, agreed with Zeno.
Right.
He wrote that a troubled mind will have troubled dreams.
Hmm.
And it's kind of like he was saying that the quality of your sleep is really a direct reflection of your inner state.
Yeah.
And, it's interesting because this actually aligns with a lot of modern psychology as well.
Right.
We know that stress and anxiety can definitely impact our sleep quality.
That's so true. Like when I'm stressed out, my dreams are definitely a lot more chaotic.
Yeah, exactly.
But is there more to it than just, having stressful dreams?
Yeah.
Does it matter how you react within the dream itself?
Yeah, that's the key point. It's not just about the content of the dream,
Right.
but it's about how you handle it.
Yeah.
Even Descartes, centuries later, observed something similar.
Okay.
He talked about having honest dreams.
Honest dreams.
Yeah, and this was a result of practicing good mental hygiene.
Right. Honest dreams.
Yeah, and we've also got that story from that Redditor
Yeah.
who, after practicing Stoicism, finally started reacting virtuously in a recurring stressful dream they were having.
That's interesting.
So it does seem like there's a connection between how we train our minds and how we experience our dreams.
Yeah, it's fascinating. But what's even more mind-blowing, I think, is the second major takeaway from our sources.
Okay.
And that is the Stoic idea of inspired dreams.
Ooh.
So these weren't just reflections of your inner state, but they were potentially messages from something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
Hold on. Are we talking about divine messages here? Did the Stoics actually believe that dreams could be a form of communication from the gods?
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
And to understand it, I think we need to take a little detour into how the Stoics viewed the universe as a whole.
All right.
Are you ready for a little cosmic perspective shift?
I think so. Let's do it.
All right. Okay, so the Stoics believed that the universe was this interconnected web governed by a divine reason or logos,
Yeah.
and they saw signs and omens kind of everywhere.
Right.
Not in like a fortune-telling kind of way, but as these little hints at this kind of deeper order to things.
So like a giant puzzle where everything kind of fits together.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but how do dreams fit into this puzzle then?
Well, think of it this way. For the Stoics, dreams could be like these whispers from that universal reason,
Okay.
a way to kind of glimpse the interconnectedness of things.
That's interesting. But did all of the Stoics believe this? And if so, how did they interpret these whispers?
Well, it wasn't a universal belief, no.
Okay.
But one prominent Stoic Posidonius believed in something called dream divination.
Dream divination.
Yeah, and it wasn't about predicting the future or anything,
Right.
but it was about kind of understanding the deeper truths that might be revealed through dreams. And Seneca, in his Natural Questions, actually compared it to the way a clockmaker designs a clock.
Okay.
You know, everything is connected, and dreams could be like these subtle ticks of this cosmic clock.
I love that analogy.
Yeah, it kind of makes it a little less mystical and more about understanding the workings of the universe.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So was there anyone else who actually believed in this?
Well, even Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote about how his dreams sometimes revealed remedies for ailments.
Really?
Yeah, so it's kind of fascinating to think that even someone in such a powerful position
I know, right.
found value in paying attention to their dreams.
Yeah, like if an emperor thought they were important, maybe there's something to this, right?
Yeah, it's a thought-provoking idea. Of course, modern science doesn't really back up the idea of dreams as divine messages or anything. But there is another fascinating possibility to consider.
Oh, okay, tell me more.
One that even modern thinkers have explored a bit.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
Well, a French psychonaut named Leandre de Saint-Denis
Yeah.
talked about something called intuitive divination in dreams.
Intuitive divination. What is that?
Well, he proposed that our subconscious minds are constantly picking up on all these subtle cues and patterns that our conscious minds might miss.
Right.
And these insights, he argued, can then kind of emerge in our dreams.
So maybe not messages from the gods, but like our own inner wisdom trying to get our attention.
Exactly. Our subconscious could be like this vast, untapped reservoir of knowledge.
Yeah.
And dreams might be one of the keys to kind of unlocking it.
Wow, that's an incredible thought. But this is all pretty theoretical. If I wanted to start exploring my own dreams in a more Stoic way,
Yeah.
how would I even begin?
Well, I think a great first step would be to start a dream journal.
Okay.
Just like the Stoics recommended journaling for self-reflection during the day,
Right.
recording your dreams, even the ones that are strange and confusing,
Okay.
can be really valuable.
So just scribble down whatever I remember as soon as I wake up.
Exactly. Don't censor yourself, just let it flow.
Yeah.
And then you can look for patterns, recurring themes.
Right.
And especially your emotional reactions within the dreams.
Okay, interesting. So like a nightly self-reflection exercise,
Yeah,
but using dreams instead of waking experiences.
exactly.
But how do I actually go about interpreting these dreams through a Stoic lens?
Well, I think the key question to ask is, what can this dream teach me about my progress towards virtue?
Okay.
Remember, the Stoics were all about internal transformation, not predicting the future.
Right.
So if you find yourself constantly facing challenges in your dreams, for example, maybe it's a sign to work on your courage or your resilience in real life.
So like if I keep having dreams about being chased,
Yeah.
maybe that means I need to be more assertive in my waking life.
That's a great example. Or if you're always feeling anxious or envious in your dreams, it might point to areas where you need to cultivate more inner peace and acceptance.
Okay.
So the dream becomes a kind of feedback mechanism for your own personal growth.
I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I'm curious about something else you mentioned earlier, lucid dreaming.
Oh, yeah.
How does that fit into all of this?
Well, lucid dreaming, being aware that you're dreaming while it's happening, is a really fascinating concept.
It is.
Imagine having conscious control within your own subconscious.
Oh, okay. That sounds kind of crazy.
It's pretty mind-blowing, but what does it have to do with Stoicism? Well, it could actually be a really powerful tool for Stoic practices.
Really?
Yeah. Imagine using lucid dreaming to do negative visualization, to mentally prepare yourself for potential challenges, or using it to meditate on your own mortality within the dreamscape.
Wow. That's deep. Like literally, I'm
Yeah.
starting to see how this all ties together. Any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
The next time you wake up from a dream, no matter how strange or mundane,
Yeah.
take a moment to reflect on it. Ask yourself what it might be revealing about your inner world and your journey toward living a more virtuous life.
Yeah.
You might be surprised by what you discover.
Yeah. It really is amazing how much thought the Stoics put into dreams and how much those insights can still resonate with us today.
I know. I'm definitely going to be paying more attention to my dreams from now on, that's for sure.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, this deep dive has like completely changed my perspective.
That's wonderful. And remember, even if you're not totally convinced about, dreams as divine messages or anything,
Yeah.
there's still so much value in that Stoic approach to dream interpretation.
Yeah, it's all about using dreams as a tool for self-discovery and personal growth.
Great advice. So until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep. This was Deep Stoicism Podcast. Apply one of today's principles and share it with others. Stay wise and see you next time.